It took over 1,000 engineers as well as scientists to ensure that this 700 crore rupees mission is up and running. We have one of the main brains behind this, and that is ISRO Chairman S Somanath. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure it was not an easy task. And what really went through your mind in the last 4 years? Were you extremely confident that you'd be putting India on the global map?
Sure, we were very confident. The entire team who were working across various centers of ISRO, they were very confident. There were many elements to this mission, starting from the rocket, the LVM-3. Then the Chandrayaan-2 failure analysis was going for the last 2 years, 4 years almost. The first 1 year was spent on that to find out what went wrong. Then we devised how it can be corrected for the next 1 year. Then the last 2 years, we did a lot of tests, hundreds of tests, and that was coordinated across the country in so many of ISRO centers, laboratories, institutions, and a lot of models were made and tested day and night. They would have spent on understanding what went wrong and also how to strengthen it. So it was a process that went in, and they made the flight Chandrayaan-3 as well with its new instruments. Everything has to be done afresh. We couldn't recover anything from the moon, even if we wanted to. So that was the journey, and for their hard work, and also by so many people from industry, academia contributed to it in terms of reviews, manufacturing, giving us suggestions on how to make it better. And for them, we are very grateful and thankful for them for their contribution. So finally, the result came yesterday. Yes.
So also when it comes to Chandrayaan-3, it was your responsibility to get this rocket fully tested before it was really rocketed up. So what really went through your mind, the kind of challenges that you really faced, especially with COVID pandemic at that time, and also Chandrayaan-2 not really going as expected?
See, we faced certain difficulties during those times. The COVID did really upset a little bit of our programs, but we were still launching rockets during that time. You would have watched that launching happen during COVID time. We devised new methods to connect remotely and work, and we could do at least 2 PSLV launches. But post-launch, post-COVID, we have back on track with our increased launching rates. This year itself, we have finished 7 launches, and we are continuing to have many, very interesting missions coming up. And this time, the GSLV Mark III, the LVM-3, has already done 2 commercial missions. And after that, it is doing the Chandrayaan-3. The Chandrayaan-2 was done by the same vehicle during its first operational flight. So it is an exciting time. Now we are going to have a lot of new missions. The Aditya L1 is in the offing. The Gaganyaan-related test vehicle flight is going to happen. INSAT 3DS is going to be launched. And we are going to have our X-ray polarimetry satellite launch, SSLV launch, like that.
So also India is now, first on the map when it comes to exploring the uncharted territory, and that is the South Pole. What does this really mean for India, and how will the next 14 days pan out? How crucial is it?
The entire instrumentation design of the Chandrayaan-3 is specifically for landing on South Pole or near to the South Pole, because the possibility of getting light for only 14 days exists. But there is huge amount of science possibilities in southern regions of the Chandrayaan, of the moon, compared to what has been till now explored on the equatorial region. So they are related to the presence of water in large quantities, and also presence of minerals and other things in better numbers. And this being not a so much illuminated zone, the potential of them to be retained there as compared to the equator, there could be lost. And there are many other physical processes which scientists were looking at on the creation of moon, its atmosphere, charged atmosphere, etc., are yet to be investigated. So it opens up. So our 5 of our important instruments on board, the Vikram lander and the Pragyan rover, are targeted towards those explorations.
So everybody is congratulating you all over, but what has been the biggest adulation that you've received so far?
The love of you, all of you. I think more than that, I can't tell any words. The entire nation loves us, ISRO, for the accomplishment, and with the support of the nation, only we can progress. And I am very grateful for all your love and affection and your prayers for making us succeed. I think it says so much about belief in our own system and our own people, and that is something that we need to celebrate.
Thank you so much for this. And interestingly, Somnath also means Lord of the Moon, and I'm expecting that the next mission of yours with the sun would be Lord of the Sun, is what we all expect. But thank you so much for joining us.